Hey guys, welcome back. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be creating this glittery blue winged eyeliner look. I had it on in a recent video and I honestly didn't think any of you would like it because I thought it was more on the dramatic side. But you guys loved it and you requested it in the comment section, so I, of course, had to do a tutorial on it. And I actually think it's a really nice change from the typical silver or gold glitter that you see during the holiday season. That's normally what I tend to do, so this was a little outside my comfort zone. I don't think I would normally wear blue glitter, but doing it in a winged liner I think is a little more wearable, and then everything else is really neutral and soft, so it's totally doable for a holiday party, Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever it may be. And if I plan this right, I should currently be in New York, so this video is pre-recorded, and it might be my only video of the week, so I'm going to be announcing this week's giveaway at the end of the video. And also, while I'm on that topic, I noticed in my initial giveaway announcement video, I got some comments asking or saying that they were sad that it wasn't open internationally, and if you guys read the description box, it is open to the US and international people. It's open to everyone. So just make sure you read the description box, read all the rules, and go ahead and enter. Good luck, and oh yeah, I chopped my hair off. Little minor detail there that I was missing. I didn't know if I would have a video up before this with my new hair, so that's why I didn't know whether to mention it or not, but yeah, I chopped my hair, deepened the color. If you guys want a separate video updating you on my hair, let me know and I will of course do that video for you guys. But for now, let's jump into today's tutorial. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is prime my skin with the Tarte Clean Slate Flawless 12-Hour Brightening Primer. I'm using this primer because I'm gonna be using a Tarte foundation and concealer. For foundation, I'm gonna be using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. I had forgotten that I even had this, and I wore it the other day and remembered how amazing it is. I like it because it feels like water, but it has an amazing coverage. So as you can see right now, I have a bunch of little breakouts. So this is going to cover up a majority of that, so I don't have to use as much concealer afterwards. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this using a beauty blender. And for concealer, I'm going to be using yet another Tarte product. This is the Tarte Shape Tape, which is an amazing concealer, especially for under the eyes because it hardly creases. So I'm going to use this to conceal and highlight. And of course, I'm setting everything with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm not going to set the rest of my face because I am going to be using a foundation powder for bronzer. So that's going to act as a setting and bronzing powder in one. So I'm only going to use this in the center of the face wherever I highlighted. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Foundation Powder. I'm going to use this because, like I mentioned, I have a couple breakouts on the sides of my face, and that's where I would apply bronzer, so this is going to further cover them up. And I really love this shade. It's really great for an olive skin tone. It's the shade Toffee. So if you're a pale olive girl and can never find a great bronzer shade, this one's amazing. And to further contour, I'm going to be using Makeup Geek's contouring powder in the shade Breakup. And if you're the kind of person that likes to contour with powders like me, it's important that you lay down a bronzer first because it's going to act as a transition shade for the contouring powder. Same concept as eyeshadow, how you have a transition shade and everything blends really well together, same thing for the face. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this contouring powder to the hollows of my cheeks and sides of the nose. And then I'm just taking some more of that translucent powder and applying it right here to further define the cheekbone. I'm going to leave the powder there while I do my eyes and then come back to dust it off. I'm going to move on to the eyes, and I am going to be using a dark eyeshadow base on the lid, but to prevent creasing, I'm going to apply a really lightweight primer across the entire eye. So this is Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I really like how lightweight it is. It doesn't feel like you have anything on the lids, so I'm going to apply that all over, mainly focusing it in the crease area, and then I'm going to go in with that darker eyeshadow base. And then from the lash line to the crease, I'm going to use a dark gray cream eyeshadow. This is REYKJAVIK. That word is going to haunt me forever. If you've been following me since the beginning, you know I butchered this word once upon a time. This is by NARS. It's one of the velvet shadow sticks. And so I'm just going to go ahead and apply it and blend it out. Do one eye at a time so it doesn't have a chance to set. I'm going to be using the new TARTEIST eyeshadow palette for the eyes, and I really like what they did with this palette. They coordinated the rows so each row is a look. So I'm going to be using this bottom row right here with the navy blue. And the first color I'm going to use is Bold, which is a transition shade. So I'm going to apply this color to the crease. And then from there, the next color I'm picking up is Edgy, which is the darker brown right next to it. And I'm also going to apply this to the crease and blend it out, and also the lower lash line. And the final color I'm using is Punk, and I'm going to apply that right over where that dark cream eyeshadow is. So on the lid and a little bit on the lower lash line. And I know it's looking messy right now, but I promise it will all pull itself together in the very end. And now I'm going to move on to the glitter winged liner. And you still want to lay down a black wing before the blue glitter, because if not, it won't look as sharp. So I'm going to be using the Tarte CLAYPOT to do a basic black winged liner. And then right over that black wing, I'm going to apply the blue glitter liner, which is Urban Decay's Heavy Metal Liner in the shade Spandex. These are so good. You really don't need the black underneath it, but in order to get that crisp eyeliner shape, that's why I did the black underneath. You could do this alone, you don't need the black underneath, but it won't come out looking like a perfect wing. It won't look as sharp. I'm just going to go ahead and apply this right over top of that black liner. And this is just one layer. Once it dries, I'm going to go back and do another layer so it really pops. But even just with one layer, you can see it's super dramatic. And the one tip I will give you guys when using these glitters is to try not to open your eyes right away, because if not, you'll get that transfer on the lid no matter what, because they're really tacky. So try to not open your eyes and keep staring down. Maybe even just look at your phone for a moment. Especially if you have hooded eyes, it will transfer onto your crease. And I just did exactly what I told you guys not to do. I opened my eyes and you can see it completely transferred on my lid. So I'm just going to let it dry, and then I'm going to take a spoolie and scrape it off. I just added another layer of the glitter liner, but I'm pretty sure the one on the crease that transferred is dry. So I'm just taking a spoolie brush and I'm going to scrape this off. Originally when I did this look, I had it so that the lid was light, but because I kept getting transfer from the glitter, I figured a dark lid would look better, because if you did get glitter on that area, it looks really nice. It just looks like it got sprinkled on there. Whereas with a light lid, you could see like the blue glitter everywhere. So that is why I went with the dark, smokier look with this wing. And while I wait for it to dry just a little longer, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows using my Anastasia Brow Wiz in soft brown. And I'm going to completely fill in my waterline with a black liner. This is the Silk Kisame liner by L'Oreal. So upper and lower waterline. The glitter should be dry now, so I'm going to add lashes. And I used individual lashes because I feel like they allowed the glitter liner to still show through, whereas strip lash can take up a majority of the liner. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some individual lashes off camera. I'm going to be using the Not Free Double Flares in the medium length by Ardell, and also the Not Free Naturals in the long length. And I'm doing it off camera because it's hard for me to do on camera. I don't have a lens that zooms, so I can never show you guys the details of me applying individual lashes. As soon as I can though, I will do a tutorial or an updated one on how to apply individual lashes, because I know you guys are interested. I just need a better lens. And it's about time that I dust this off. It's been on here for a while. This also helps to blend out the contour. You can see before, I know it was looking really strong. You guys probably worried there for a moment, like, well, what is she doing with her contour, her bronzer? But that translucent powder that was sitting there is going to help to blend everything out, plus the highlight and the blush. For a highlight, I'm going to be using this new one from Makeup Forever. It is the Pro Light Fusion in the shade Gold. Or actually, I don't know if it's a new or if it's just like a re-release for the season, but it's so pretty. I love this highlighter. I'm going to use that on the inner corners of the eyes and on the high points of the face, but because I am breaking out on the sides of my cheeks, I'm going to place a highlighter just in this area. I don't want to take it all in over here because it'll accentuate those breakouts. So I'll show you guys where I place it. So for the cheeks, I'm just going to apply a little bit right here. Normally I kind of go crazy with it in this C shape, but just right here so it doesn't go over the blemishes and further accentuate them. And I'm sticking to a really neutral theme here because there is blue glitter on the eyes, and I find that blue is a really hard color to work with everything else on the face, especially the lip, which I will get to in a bit. But for the blush, I'm using this one from Urban Decay. I stupidly decided to depot these, which was the worst mistake ever. Now I don't know what the names are, so I'll find out the name and include it in the description box because right now I have no clue. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this to the cheeks. And now I can let my hair down, and before I add mascara, I'm going to spritz myself to make everything look more natural because I did use a lot of powder on the skin and you guys saw it was looking a little crazy there for a moment. So I'm going to spritz myself with Fix Plus and then add mascara and the lip. For the lip, it was sort of complicated because I again wanted to keep everything really neutral and really nude. And if the lip had a slight peach or pink undertone, it just did not look right with blue on the eyes. And the original lip that I had on in the previous video, for some reason I couldn't get it to work this time around. It was looking like paste, like pasty on my lips. So I'm going to be using a darker lip color. This is Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in the shade Stark Naked. And then the super nude gloss, and I absolutely love this gloss. I just think it gives the lips a really nice, cool effect. This is Far Out by Bare Minerals. I'm going to go ahead and apply these two together. So you can see this still has a little bit of color, but the gloss is going to neutralize it. And that completes the tutorial. Now let me show you guys what you'll be getting in this week's giveaway. First up, I have the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluids. There's the pink, yellow, green, and the lavender. You're gonna get an Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour Blush in the shade Score. I use this one all the time because it's a very nice neutral blush. This is an Urban Decay themed giveaway, if you haven't noticed. You're gonna get 4 lipsticks from Urban Decay. 3 are limited edition Alice Through the Looking Glass colors, so you can no longer get those, but you'll be getting them in my giveaway. And 2 of the Vice lipsticks. And for the grand finale, this one's major because it was super limited edition and you can no longer get it as well. This is the Alice Through the Looking Glass palette. Again, you can only get it through my giveaway, no longer available unless you buy it on eBay, probably for like $1,000. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Again, make sure to read the description box for all the rules and regulations. Know that it is US and international. I love you guys. Good luck. Don't forget to subscribe. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.